AJ Dillon, who was taken at the back of the second round, and a pick that stunned a lot of
wild.
people. I know Packers Nation is absolutely just like floored right now, and they're pissed. And I think for good reason. You know, the last time the Packers took a running back as high as the second round was Eddie Lacy back in 2014. We have Aaron Jones and Jamaal Williams becoming free agents next offseason. So there's certainly, long-term dynasty potential in Dillon. But Alex, what are your takes on this situation? I think it kind of hurts all those running backs there.
The only pick that might have been more head-scratching than this one was the Jordan Love pick. So Packers fans, I'm sorry. We're with you. You're in our thoughts. But, oh my gosh, this is tough. AJ Dillon, first let's talk about him. I think AJ Dillon's a great player. He is what you call a bruiser. 6 foot, 247 at the running back position. And as a Louisville grad and a Louisville football fan, I am still scarred. Steph, I don't know if you remember, but A.J. Dillon ran for 272 yards and 4 touchdowns against Louisville in 2017. I remember it to this day, and here we are. A.J. Dillon's a Green Bay Packer. So, again, the pick didn't make any sense to me. They have Aaron Jones and Jamaal Williams. One thing that's interesting, though, is that both Aaron Jones and Jamaal Williams are in contract years. So maybe they're planning to let one or both of those guys go. Jamaal Williams, I've seen some rumors as a cut candidate. So if it was just Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, maybe that makes a little bit more sense for the Packers. But I'm certainly not interested in A.J. Dillon for 2020. He's just a stash at this point. He's a handcuff and a dynasty stash. But for Aaron Jones, I think this really takes away a touchdown or two from him. Aaron Jones tied for the league lead last season in rushing touchdowns with 16. And I have him at considerably less touchdowns this season. I have him around 8. And because A.J. Dillon is such a bruiser and they spent a second rounder on him, I could easily see him getting 3, 4, 5 touchdowns. And as an Aaron Jones owner in fantasy football, if that's the case, you are just going to be clawing your eyes out and you are going to hate A.J. Dillon. So I see that vulture situation happening on the goal line and in short yardage situations, which really does dampen my expectations for Aaron Jones. But yeah, I'd take a shot on Dillon in Dynasty, and I still like Aaron Jones just fine. I think he's an RB1 consideration this season, but definitely a head scratcher.
Yeah, if we look at I call LaFleur Baby Shanahan. So if we look at Shanahan, right, his mentor
That's
in
true.
San Francisco, we look at it last year.
It all makes sense now.
Well, you look at San Francisco's running backs. They were second in the NFL in rushing, but had 0 1,000-yard rushers. So I see that being the case here, where probably none of the 3 running backs that we're throwing out there in this Packers RB room are going to hit 1,000. Dillon could be a touchdown vulture. I really look at him like an Eddie Lacy comp. Like I think he's pretty, just pure bruiser who will have his moments inevitably, but. No, I'm with you 100%. There's not really much that I have to add. I think Jamaal Williams is done fantasy-wise.
Yeah,
he was actually okay as a flex last year at certain times.
He was great in the receiving game. And, Steph, who do you think the handcuff to own is in Green Bay? It's got to be Dillon, right?
For me, I think it is Dillon. Just because, Williams is – we think of it as more of a third down back, even though he can still take it on first and second down as well.
That's true.
If we believe that the matchup is going to be high scoring for the Packers, I'd probably go Dillon, right? Because I want him to get that goal line work. I want to have those scoring opportunities more than I maybe want, 5 checkdowns from Rodgers going to Jamaal Williams.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. It's frustrating because the last 2 seasons, there's the whole free Aaron Jones trend going around. Let this guy run, let him be the workhorse back in Green Bay. And last year we started to see it some games. He was a bit inconsistent. And then now they just bring in another running back in the second round. So that you've got your receiving back, you've got your goal line back, and then you've got Aaron Jones. So it's just going to be more dilution of the carries and the touches there in Green Bay.